talking about forensic analysis tools, you cannot miss out EnCase Forensic. It is one of the earliest and the most sophisticated forensic analysis tools on market. I have showed you how to use EnCase to analyze file systems and disk views, but today I want to start from beginning to create a case and show you some basic functions which EnCase support. Now, unfortunately, EnCase never have any demo version or any free version, but the license is not that expensive, and I believe it is between 3,000 to 4,000 per license. So let me open up the EnCase Forensic, depending on what is your memory power, and it may take a while because my machine is a Windows, it's a 32-bit. So once you open up, and then the first thing you need to look is on the left corner, on the top corner, it says EnCase Forensic Training. That means you have the license, because this one I have a license to connect to the dongle, connect to the license server. If you do not have license, and once you open up, it will say EnCase Forensic Acquisition, because acquisition is free. Let's look at EnCase's main interface here. Now, if you created a case, you can open the case, use open, and also it lists some recent cases here, just for provide an easy way to connect into that. Certainly, you can go in through the open connection to see this case as well. If you want to create a new case, then you click on New Case. It supports several templates with a very subtle difference. In this case, we just use a default basic, and then we create a new case and provide a name. Let's say edX test. Okay, and then here, pretty much you can use the default. It tells you where the case will be located. All the information will be in a folder saved under the username root, because I username student, because I logged in as a student, and under documents and case, and a case folder. So you will see in the cases there was a edX text. And then the other things, where is the cache information, and if you want to browsing it, it's fine, you can browsing it, and then the backup time, just use the default. All right, just say click OK. It says allow backup location and the base case folder on the same drive, because sometimes we would prefer to have a backup location in another drive. So in case one drive crashed, has issue, and then it will not affect the backup. But in this case, it's in the same case. I said OK. And again, the backup location with the cache is on the same drive. You can say OK, but it will preferable to put it into another partition. It's done. Actually, now it's case created. I want you to compare this case creation with FTK later, because I will show you an FTK demo in another video. FTK normally do a lot of things during the case creation time, so it takes a long time to create case. But for EnCase, it doesn't do much, so it's just immediately the case created. We haven't even added evidence yet. Now we have an empty case right now. First thing, we need to add evidence. Okay, so you have various choices to add different type of evidence. You can add local device, and then you might use fast block. We talk about that, the software write block, and then it lets you to choose which one. This is the whole drive, Now this is the C, the whole drive including all the partitions, and then the master boot record, and then here is the only C drive, and then here is the A. Now if you notice the blue triangle here, this means currently we're not acquiring, it's just previewing. Okay, in this case, okay, I'm going back, I'm not doing anything of that. Cancel. So add evidence file. Add evidence file, you can see it allowed you to add E01, EX01, those are the EnCase evidence image. .001, when we create use FTK imager. Remember, if we by default it is created .001. And also VMDK, and then L01, that's the EnCase logic volume. So you can add those type of image through this button. So here I have one EnCase image, so I just say open. Now it's done. So you have a case, and then you have evidence. Anything in green in EnCase, if this is a bluish color, that's mean link. You can click on it. So if you click on that, this is the image, and you can start analysis now. All right, let me go back again. Let's say if I want to add one more evidence. Okay, currently I add one evidence, right? If I want to add one more evidence, I needn't really going back to the first main interface. I can add anything here. Okay, so this is the one. Once you already get inside, you can add evidence button. Choose add evidence. You see a same list here. You see a same list. Early on we talked about add the local device, and I said I picked add evidence. There's a couple of other things I haven't talked about that yet. You can add a raw image. Add a raw image means that's the DD image, and then you can acquire a smartphone, or if you have a machine which is using crossover cable connected, you can even preview or later acquire the crossover machine. That the machine use the crossover cable. So let's add one more. So now when you say add raw image, okay, and then in this case, here in the name, you say right click new. This is my desktop, and I do have a DD image. Now in DD image, you can name it .dd, name it .image, whatever you like to call it. It's just meaningful one. In this case, I called it .image, okay, because that extension does not really matter. But for EnCase or other image, then the extension really it's meaningful. It's a meaningful extension. But in this case, I said, okay, this is just raw DD image, and I open it. So now it's included here. You can add multiple images here, but now I only add one. I said okay. So now if you look at that, I have two images now. One is the EnCase image I added, and then one is the raw image I added. To get into either one, because this is blue link, you can click any one. If you click on the disk image, then you go into the DD image. And then if here is a green arrow, you can always going back. Okay, or you can click home, then it will come going to the home page. Okay, so because last time I always stopped it here. Remember, we get add image, then we went to it. And now in the home page, you can even go into the previous one. If we go into the tab here, that's evidence. What if at this page, I want to look into another evidence? So I go to home and I say evidence. So now I come into all the evidence page again. So I can choose to look into the EnCase image now. Okay. So the case created image has been added. We are in this pane now. We can move on to the analysis phase. In this demo, let me just quickly going through a couple of things. There are a lot of rich functionalities I may not cover, but if you get a chance to use it later on, they have a very, very detailed user guide documentation for EnCase Forensic, step by step with screenshots to help you go through that. So roughly, if we look at that, I'm on the evidence tab right now. On the left side, on the left top corner, that is a tree view of the files in this image. Okay, and if I click on anything, and then if so currently is clicking on entry, if you click on the entry, it will always show you what's beneath it. So beneath of that is the MD5 image. So you see now on the right hand side, there are 3 views. In the table view, it say, okay, show this is the lab 5 image. If I do green select, this controls what I see in this table. So now if I select this one, green select image, lab 5 image, it will show me all the directory and the subdirectories in this table view. And if I do change to, I say only look at Smiths, P Smiths. So then only show the content layout flat to show you everything in this folder. Okay, in this folder. All right. Now what kind of information in the table columns? You will see the name, extension, and the logical size, the category. Now those are the other thing information. Say signature analysis means if you analyze the file, whether this is consistently with the extension or not, because currently the extension means yeah, if you give me, you said it's a .gif file, then I just say it's .gif file. After you're done with the signature analysis, it will tell you whether the extension matches with my analysis of your header or further information. So this is signature analysis. Okay, file type and what is protected or not, and the timestamps is picture not. MD5 SHA by default has not been created yet. So for EnCase, it's the processes you want EnCase to do. You have to explicitly tell him to create a hash, then it will create the list here. Okay, and again, not all files has a hash. Directory does not have a hash. Only files has a hash. And then what if the file, only the file content, right, has a hash. If the file is deleted, cannot locate to the content, then cannot have hash either. And the descriptions, there are lots of more information. When this is information, when is this image acquired? So they are in a physical location, if it's deleted or not, all information listed in this table columns. Now you can select, you can choose whether this column you wanted or not, and you can you basically can choose from which you want to only show a couple of columns instead of that many or not. This is basically the interpretation, okay, for each files. There's a timeline. Timeline is the Mac timeline. Now, if you look into that, this is 80. If you double click into that, okay, those are all the timeline. Now you are kind of refining it to tell. Now you're looking into which day, what time. Okay, you see those information. So those are the timeline. It's a graphic view in graphic view. All right. Now if you click even further, then you see the day, time, and the seconds. You will see, oh, so many files actually has activities in this period of time. All right. So that's their timeline information, and then you can look at the legend to find out what is the green means and what is that different color means. So this is the timeline information is gathered in here. By the way, if I click here, you can see my the left side, the tree actually changed as well. Okay, it is matched to it. Now I'm not sure whether I have picture here. Oh yeah, I do. So this means all the pictures get review at the green, the selected place. I selected the P. Smith and all the pictures, it show up here. It's so conveniently, like you see all the pictures. If this is a child pornography case, and if you want to identify some non-decent pictures, and it just everything, it's located here. And then you can highlight that and then check it. So for later, for bookmark and for other information, if this picture is caught your attention, you want to make notes on that. Okay, let's go back to, so those are the 3 ones here. And on the bottom, there's other things. Okay, so if you click on each file, let's go back to the table. Okay. Click on any file, and then it on the bottom, so this one I clicked this .gif file, and then on the bottom this tells you what is the metadata information here. Okay, and a lot of information show up on the table as well, and you can see the report talk about this file information, and in text view, in hex view, in doc view if this is a document. Okay, and transcript is for PDF. Okay, and if this is a picture, and then picture view, all that information is located on the bottom pane. All right, so we haven't done a lot of other stuff yet. I will stop here. So this is just the introduction for understanding how do you create a case, and then to add image, add evidence into it. In the next video, I will show you more detail about the analysis.